Hello and welcome to News Tonight on Rajya Sabha TV. I'm Tina Jha. Before we begin the bulletin, Rajya Sabha TV appeals to all its viewers to stay safe from the COVID-19 pandemic. Remember to wear your face masks, wash your hands and face regularly, and ensure that you maintain physical distancing whenever you are stepping outside. These simple precautions are all that it takes to defeat the ongoing pandemic. And now let's move to the headlines of the day. The second phase of COVID vaccination from the 1st of March, priority for people over 60 years of age and those over 45 with comorbidities. Vaccine free of cost at 10,000 government centres. Union Cabinet approves production-linked incentive scheme for pharma companies and information technology hardware, including laptops, tablets, computers and servers. Manufacturers to get incentives of over 7,000 crores over 4 years. Government has no business to be in business. Prime Minister Modi asserts his government is making efforts to improve living standards without unnecessary interference. Disengagement process with China along the line of actual control, a win-win situation for both sides, says Army Chief General Manoj Mukund Narvane, underscores the need to use modern technologies. And private sector banks allowed to conduct government-related transactions. Finance Minister says all banks can now be equal partners in the development of the Indian economy. The Union Cabinet, headed by Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Wednesday, approved the PLI scheme for IT hardware and pharmaceuticals. Besides this, the government also allowed people above 60 years of age to take COVID vaccines starting the 1st of March. Here's a detailed report. The Union Cabinet on Wednesday approved production-linked incentive scheme for pharmaceuticals for a period of financial year 2020-21 to 2028-29. The scheme will benefit domestic manufacturers, spur job opportunities, and contribute to availability of wider range of affordable medicines for consumers. It is expected to bring in investment of 15,000 crore rupees in the pharmaceutical sector.
ग्रुप ए को हम 11,000 करोड़ रुपया देंगे इस स्कीम में. Companies comprising group A, that means 5,000 crore above, will get 11,000 crores. Group B will get 2,250 crores and Group C will get 1,750 crores. ये हमने इसको बताया है. और उसके बाद हम कैटेगरी 1 में फार्मास्यूटिकल, कॉम्प्लेक्स जेनरिक ड्रग, पेटेंट ड्रग्स, सेल बेस्ड थेरेपी ड्रग्स इत्यादि को प्रमोट करेंगे. और ग्रुप 2 में एक्टिव फार्मास्यूटिकल इंग्रेडिएंट्स को, की स्टार्टिंग मटेरियल को, ड्रग इंटरमीडिएट्स को. और फिर ग्रुप डी में हम ग्रुप 3 में ऑटो इम्यून ड्रग्स, एंटी कैंसर ड्रग्स, एंटी डायबिटिक ड्रग्स एक्सेट्रा. ये पूरा इसका डिटेल्स है. तो इसकी पूरी कोशिश है कि भारत के फार्मास्यूटिकल इंडस्ट्री को ग्लोबली कॉम्पिटिटिव बनाना और ग्लोबली कॉम्पिटिटिव बनाकर इसको हमें आगे बढ़ाना है.
Meanwhile, the government also approved production-linked incentive scheme for IT hardware. Briefing the media, Communications and IT Minister Ravi Shankar Prasad said the cabinet cleared about 7,350 crore rupees PLI scheme for IT hardware that would cover laptops, tablets, all-in-one PCs and servers. The scheme would position India as a manufacturing hub, spur exports and also create new job opportunities.
Laptop, tablets, all-in-one PC and servers में प्रोडक्शन लिंक इंसेंटिव की एक योजना लेकर के हम आए हैं. तो ये पूरा एक ट्रायंगल हमारा कंप्लीट हो रहा है इलेक्ट्रॉनिक मैन्युफैक्चरिंग का. मोबाइल फ़ोन है, उसके कंपोनेंट्स हैं, पीसीबी है, टेलीकॉम इक्विपमेंट्स हैं, नेटवर्क इक्विपमेंट्स हैं. हमारा विश्वास है कि आने वाले 5 वर्षों में हम 10 लाख करोड़ का निर्माण करेंगे, 7 लाख करोड़ एक्सपोर्ट करेंगे और लगभग 8-9 लाख लोग को डायरेक्ट इनडायरेक्ट नौकरी देंगे। हम 5 जो लार्ज कंपनी है जो बनाती हैं, जो 50% ऑफ द वर्ल्ड मार्केट को कंट्रोल करते हैं, लैपटॉप में, आपके टैबलेट्स में, आईपैड वगैरह में, उनको हम हिंदुस्तान में लाना चाहते हैं और इंडियन कंपनी को भी हम बनाना चाहते हैं नेशनली चैंपियन। हमारा उद्देश्य है कि हम इसमें टोटल प्रोडक्शन आने वाले 5 वर्षों में 3,26,000 करोड़ का होगा। 2,45,000 करोड़ रुपए का ये आपका एक्सपोर्ट होगा और अभी आईटी हार्डवेयर का देश में जो वैल्यू एडिशन है वो 5 to 10% है। ये आने वाले 5 वर्षों में बढ़कर 20 से 25% हो जाएगा।
The government also announced that COVID-19 vaccine doses for senior citizens will be available starting the 1st of March. This includes anyone who is above the age of 60 years and people above 45 years of age with comorbidities. The vaccine doses will be given free of cost at across 10,000 government hospitals.
1 मार्च से यानी अगले सप्ताह से, सोमवार से 60 से ज़्यादा उम्र जिनकी है और ऐसी संख्या 10 करोड़ से भी ज़्यादा है, ऐसे सभी लोगों को, और 45 से ज़्यादा उम्र जिनकी है लेकिन जिनको कोमॉर्बिडिटी है, कोई ना कोई दूसरी बीमारी है, ऐसे 45 से ज़्यादा उम्र वाले लोगों को भी 1 मार्च से टीकाकरण किया जाएगा। 10,000 सरकारी केंद्रों पर और लगभग 20,000 से भी ज़्यादा प्राइवेट केंद्रों पर, हॉस्पिटल्स में ये टीकाकरण होगा। सरकारी हॉस्पिटल में मुफ्त लगेगा सरकारी केंद्रों पर, और प्राइवेट में जो लेंगे उनको अर्थात उसका शुल्क देना पड़ेगा, और वो शुल्क कितना होगा, कितनी फीस होगी, तो स्वास्थ्य विभाग 2-3 दिन में उसके बारे में घोषणा करेगा।
The cabinet further approved the recommendation of President's rule in Puducherry. Announcing the cabinet decision, Union Minister Prakash Javadekar said the decision has been taken since no party had stepped forward to stake claim to form the government in the midst of a political crisis.
वहाँ के मुख्यमंत्री नारायण सामी ने इस्तीफा दिया और किसी ने सरकार स्थापना का दावा भी नहीं किया। इसलिए राज्यपाल महोदय ने आर्टिकल 239 read with section 51 of UT Act, Union Territories Act, उन्होंने असेंबली के सस्पेंशन का सिफारिश की। आज इस सिफारिश को कैबिनेट ने मंजूरी दी और अब राष्ट्रपति की मंजूरी के बाद वहाँ की असेंबली डिसॉल्व होगी।
The approval will now be sent to the President for the final nod, after which the Assembly of the Union Territory will stand dissolved. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV.
Moving on, Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Wednesday addressed a webinar on effective implementation of budget provisions in the Department of Investment and Public Asset Management. The Prime Minister said the Union budget focuses on the strong contribution of the private sector in India's development and has put forward a clear roadmap to take India back to the high growth trajectory. Speaking on the various reforms in the budget 2021, the Prime Minister said the government has to focus on development and the amount collected from monetization and divestment will be used for funding development projects.
इस बजट ने भारत को फिर से हाई ग्रोथ ट्रेजेक्टरी पर ले जाने के लिए स्पष्ट रोडमैप सामने रखा है। बजट में भारत के विकास में प्राइवेट सेक्टर की मजबूत पार्टनरशिप पर भी फोकस है। बजट में पब्लिक प्राइवेट भागीदारी के स्कोप और टारगेट्स को क्लैरिटी के साथ सामने रखा गया है। डिसइन्वेस्टमेंट और एसेट मोनेटाइजेशन इसका एक अहम पहलू है। सरकार जिस मंत्र को लेकर आगे बढ़ रही है वो है मोनेटाइज और मॉडर्नाइज। जब सरकार मोनेटाइज करती है तो उस स्थान को देश का प्राइवेट सेक्टर भरता है। प्राइवेट सेक्टर अपने साथ निवेश भी लाता है, ग्लोबल बेस्ट प्रैक्टिसेस भी लाता है, टॉप क्वालिटी का मैन पावर लगाता है, मैनेजमेंट में बदलाव लाता है। इससे चीजें और मॉडर्नाइज होती हैं, पूरे सेक्टर में आधुनिकता आती है, सेक्टर का तेजी से विस्तार होता है और जॉब्स के नए अवसर भी पैदा होते हैं।
President Ramnath Kovind on Wednesday inaugurated the world's largest cricket arena, the refurbished Sardar Patel Stadium in Motera, which has been renamed as the Narendra Modi Stadium. Equipped with state-of-the-art facilities, the stadium has a seating capacity of 132,000 people and is one of the most modern stadiums today in the world. More details in this report. The world's largest cricket stadium unveiled in Gujarat's Motera. Inaugurated by President Ramnath Kovind, the refurbished Sardar Patel Stadium will now be known as Narendra Modi Stadium.
समुद्रवसने देवी पर्वतस्तनमण्डले विष्णुपत्नी नमस्तुभ्यं पादस्पर्श क्षमस्व मे।
President Kovind also laid the foundation stone of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel Sports Enclave at the newly built cricket stadium.
ग्रीन बिल्डिंग सर्टिफिकेशन की गोल्ड रेटिंग से युक्त यह स्टेडियम इको फ्रेंडली विकास का एक अच्छा उदाहरण भी है। यह स्टेडियम विश्व पटल पर अपनी मजबूत पहचान बनाने वाले आज के भारत की आकांक्षाओं और क्षमताओं को प्रदर्शित करता है।
Union Home Minister Amit Shah said that the stadium has been named after the Prime Minister as it was his dream project. He said that no other stadium in the world has such facilities and Olympic Games can also be held there. He added that the newly inaugurated facilities will make Ahmedabad as the sports city of India.
और इस स्पोर्ट्स इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर के बनने के साथ ही अहमदाबाद भारत में स्पोर्ट्स सिटी के नाम से जाना जाएगा, जो हमारे प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी गुजरात के मुख्यमंत्री थे तब देखा हुआ उनका सपना था। गुजरात में जो भी होगा विश्व का सबसे बड़ा होगा और विश्व में सबसे बड़ा होकर रहेगा। दुनिया का सबसे बड़ा क्रिकेट स्टेडियम है, दुनिया का सबसे बड़ा स्पोर्ट्स स्टेडियम है, जिसका नाम आज हमने हमारे देश के प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी के नाम से रखा है।
Union Sports Minister Kiran Rijiju said that it was a proud and historic day for India. He stated that besides being the largest cricket stadium, it is also one of the most modern stadiums in the world.
अभी जो खेलो इंडिया यूथ गेम्स होते हैं, यूनिवर्सिटी गेम्स होते हैं, अब गुजरात टॉप 5 में है आज का दिन में। पहले जैसे नहीं है, गुजरात 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 में अभी खड़ा है। भारत देश में अहमदाबाद एक ऐसा शहर बनने जा रहा है जिसको हम वास्तविकता में एक स्पोर्ट्स सिटी कह सकते हैं। इसको खेल का शहर हम कह सकते हैं।
Spread over 63 acres, the stadium has been built at an estimated cost of 800 crore rupees. Before being closed for renovation in 2015, the stadium had the seating capacity of 54,000 and now it can seat 132,000 spectators. With this, it surpassed the Melbourne Cricket Ground in Australia, which can accommodate 90,000 people. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV. On the second anniversary of Pradhan Mantri Kisan Samman Nidhi, PM Kisan, Prime Minister Narendra Modi reiterated the centre's commitment for transforming the lives of farmers in the country. The Prime Minister said the scheme has played an important role in the resolution that the country has taken to make the lives of farmers easier. He said the farmers in the country are also actively becoming an integral part of the Self-Reliant India campaign. Prime Minister Modi also said that the transformation in the lives of crores of farmers due to PM Kisan has motivated everyone to work further towards their development. He also assured that the government is committed towards doubling the incomes of the farmers. Addressing a function on the occasion of the second anniversary of the PM Kisan, Union Agriculture Minister Narendra Singh Tomar said the government has enhanced the income of farmers by providing 6,000 rupees annually to them under the scheme in 3 equal installments.
आज के दिन प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी के कर कमलों से प्रधानमंत्री किसान सम्मान निधि योजना का शुभारंभ हुआ था। यह दिन देश के इतिहास में और कृषि और किसान के इतिहास में आने वाले कल में जब कभी इतिहास लिखा जाएगा तो मील के पत्थर के रूप में इस दिन को लोग याद करेंगे।
The PM Kisan scheme was formally launched on 24th of February in the year 2019 by Prime Minister Narendra Modi at an event in Gorakhpur, Uttar Pradesh. Under the scheme, an amount of 6,000 rupees per year is transferred in 3 installments directly into the bank accounts of the farmers. The scheme initially provided income support to all small and marginal farmers' families across the country holding cultivable land up to 2 hectares. Its ambition was later expanded to cover all farmers' families in the country, irrespective of the size of their land holdings. Affluent farmers have been excluded from this scheme, and since this scheme began, more than 1,10,000 crore rupees have reached into the account of the farmers. The centre has dispatched high-level teams to 10 states that have witnessed a recent surge in cases of COVID-19. 3-member multidisciplinary teams have been sent to Maharashtra, Kerala, Chhattisgarh, Madhya Pradesh, Gujarat, Punjab, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, West Bengal and Jammu and Kashmir. The centre has asked these states to carry out a regular critical review of the emerging situation and has warned that leniency on rules will escalate the crisis given the emergence of new strains of the virus. Meanwhile, amid rise in COVID cases, some states have reintroduced restrictions. The government of Maharashtra has ordered indefinite night curfew in Hingoli district of Marathwada region. Considering the recent rise in COVID-19 cases, the civic body in Nagpur city has also directed that restaurants, hotels and eateries will remain closed on weekends until further orders. The Chhattisgarh government has also issued instructions to screen all travellers who enter the state through various modes of transport amid a surge in cases of COVID-19. Travellers from Maharashtra, Kerala, Chhattisgarh, Madhya Pradesh and Punjab will need a negative COVID-19 test report to enter the national capital starting the 26th of February until the 15th of March. India reported 13,742 new COVID-19 cases and 104 deaths in the last 24 hours. There are 1,47,000 active COVID-19 cases in the country at present. Maharashtra and Kerala continue to remain the worst affected, with over 50,000 active cases each. Army Chief General Manoj Mukund Narvane said on Wednesday that the ongoing disengagement process with China along the line of actual control in Ladakh is a win-win situation for both sides. However, he said that the de-escalation is still a long way to go. He said that the disengagement will be phased, coordinated and verified at all friction points. He added that eventual de-induction of rival soldiers can be achieved only through talks. He also said that for any agreement to last, both sides should feel that they have achieved something.
Whatever we did as a government, as a nation, has shown that the resolve that we have in maintaining our interests foremost. And I think with this whole of government approach, our relations with China will remain on a, and I won't say on an even keel, but our relations with China would develop along the path or route that we wish it to develop as.
Delivering a talk on the role of Indian Army in dealing with national security challenges, General Narvane said that incidents like infiltration, terror and stone pelting in Jammu and Kashmir have been curbed. He also said that the army has succeeded in establishing peace and stability in the northeastern states as well.
We all know what cyber warfare entails. So it is all happening simultaneously and concurrently. It will not happen that we are totally zero or found wanting in any particular field. And I mentioned the entire range of aspects that we are looking at. Space, cyber, artificial intelligence, big data, quantum computing, Internet of Things. Many people are working on this simultaneously, including our young officers.
The Uttar Pradesh Assembly on Wednesday passed the Prohibition of Unlawful Religious Conversion Bill 2021, formalizing the legislation by a voice vote. The bill outlaws conversions through marriage, deceit, coercion or enticement. The bill seeks to replace the ordinance promulgated in November last year that provides for imprisonment up to 10 years and a maximum fine of 50,000 rupees for the violators. The centre has lifted embargo on private sector banks for conduct of government-related transactions. These include taxes and other revenue payment facilities, pension payment and small saving schemes. Announcing the decision, Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman said on Wednesday that all banks can now be equal partners in the development of the Indian economy. Earlier, only a few private banks were permitted for such transactions. The move is expected to further enhance customers' convenience, spur competition, and higher efficiency in the standards of customer services. With the lifting of the embargo, there is now no bar on Reserve Bank of India for authorization of private sector banks for government business. India has urged the Human Rights Council to call upon Pakistan to take credible and irreversible steps to end state-sponsored terrorism and dismantle terrorist infrastructure in the territories under its control. Exercising its right of reply in response to the statement by Pakistan during the high-level segment of the 46th session of the Human Rights Council, India stated that as a country with one of the world's worst human rights records, Pakistan would do well to put its own house in order before venturing to point a finger at India. India reiterated that the entire Union territories of Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh are an integral and inalienable part of India. The steps taken by the government to ensure good governance and development in these Union territories are our internal matters. As regards the remarks made by Turkey, India said it is ironical for a country which has trampled upon its own civil society to pass unjustified comments on others' internal matters. India also rejected the OIC's statement, calling it factually incorrect.
India is exercising its right of reply in response to the statement by representative of Pakistan during the high-level segment. We reiterate that the entire Union territories of Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh are an integral and inalienable part of India. The steps taken by the government to ensure good governance and development in these Union territories are our internal matters. The violence, institutionalized discrimination, and persecution faced by Pakistan's minorities, including Christians, Sikhs, and Hindus, has continued unabated. There have been frequent attacks on the places of worship of minority communities, a grave violation of their right to freedom of religion and belief. As regards the remarks made by Turkey, we find them completely unacceptable. It's ironical for a country which has trampled upon its own civil society to pass unjustified comments on others' internal matters. As far as the subject of UN resolutions is concerned, we would advise Turkey to practice what it preaches by first implementing those UN resolutions that apply to it. As regards the OIC's statement, we reject the factually incorrect and unwarranted references to India. We regret that the OIC countries continue to allow Pakistan to misuse OIC platforms to indulge in anti-India propaganda.
And before we leave, Rajya Sabha TV once again appeals to all its viewers to continue to maintain COVID-appropriate behavior and stay safe from the COVID-19 pandemic. Remember to wear a face mask, wash your hands and face regularly, and ensure that you maintain physical distancing each time you step outside. These simple precautions are all that it takes on our part to defeat the ongoing pandemic. Good night and thank you for your time.